All right, hey everyone, welcome back. And I just wanted to say two things before we continue. One, I'm gonna try to cool it on the amount of discussion moments that I'm having for multiple reasons, but I think the main one being I'm just tired of editing those sections, and I feel like people are also. It's one thing for me to have moments where I skip them, but it's another if they take up a lot of multiple episodes. So I'm just gonna try to let things play out. Also, I just had the most amazing recording in a new game I'm gonna be doing on my second channel. Let's just say I met my Uzume in that game. It'll make sense to those who are actually watching that, but for now, that's all I'll say. I think when I closed the game out, I accidentally clicked somehow on an event. I think this is the one that I missed. I hope so. Let's see. Where's the client? Is that him over there? Are you the folks that took on my quest? Pleased to meet. Oh, and in that game, they also have the NPCs fully done. I remember they also had that in Mega Dimension too. Not sure why can't they use those same assets for this game? Likewise, a back injury. As long as they don't do any heavy lifting or strenuous exercise, it should be fine. Okay, I know they're a part of the guild and all, but I mean, realistically speaking, it should be light work for them, so why not if they're free? Like, I'd imagine they only do guild work when they have some free time. Though, we got 3 long-range units, 3 long-range users, and 1 short-range. Nepgear's sword would make things easy, but I'm not sure about the other 3. Like, Ramen Ramen specifically, can they do that? I mean, I know they're strong, but I don't know if that translates to physical strength in their case. Like, what kind of... I know I would not... If I'm... Well, I would hope. When I get to be that age, I'm not going to be asking... What? Well, again, they're candidates. It's different. But still, their appearance makes me feel bad about asking them to do something like that. But let's see. You're saying that? Oh no, then that's all the confirmation I need. Uni, use a gun. It's okay. Well, actually, to be fair, I was going to say, to be fair, Uni actually uses a big gun, which does take some strength training, so maybe I was not giving her the benefit of the doubt. Ram and Ram, on the other hand, they just have light staffs. So, yeah. Yeah, we shouldn't be asking them to do this. Why don't you two go survey the area? That's a good idea. Alright. Cause see, that's another thing. I was under the impression Maho just, like, one-shot the trendy outbreak monster with a fist. But maybe not, because Maho used a lot of magic. I don't know. And to be fair, I also put that clip of Nepgear failing to carry Neptune and Plutia in base form, so yeah, maybe strength just isn't a strength for them. No pun intended. You know, I'm just not thinking about it. This is like Blonde's territory. Transforming will make it easier, granted, but still. Then you can cut down, like, what, 20 trees at one time? Tanzer and Trombe as well? No, that's not right. That's not right. There should be laws against this. I know they're candidates, but this is different. They don't have super strength. Really? Are you gonna use your weapons? Because I was kind of thinking about that. If it works, it works. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. I'm worried that the two of you are using Ice Coffin outside of battle. Like, I never really thought about how deadly of a name that was until you used it on a person, but... We're using those trees for lumber. Oh, yeah. That's the worrying part. Hurry up and apologize. Just be careful from now on. At this rate, I wonder when you'll be able to finish the job. Or they could have Higurashi do it. Working hard or hardly working. Who else said that? Was it Neptune? Wouldn't be surprised. I'm assuming she's going to cut down those trees very quickly because she has a weapon that's actually suited to the task. And we've already heard that she is really strong. Not great. This is much more difficult than I expected. To be fair, you could have used your sword. If you did that, then I think it would have worked better. How about you leave the rest to me? Uni, did you forget what we already saw? Or what could we have seen that event or this event before that one? Yeah. Yeppers, all done. That should do it. Masterful, exceptional technique. I'll send you rewards shortly. How much does this job pay? Like, that must have been a lot of trees. Thank you so much. I don't know if we would have ever finished without your help. I disagree. I think they nerfed Nepgear for this. But nevertheless, you were thinking the same thing? No? Well, we kind of don't have a choice to help them out. But I don't trust it. I really don't trust it. Yeah, that's suspicious. You made enough for everybody? I'm sorry, but you don't get to say that. You were the definition of worry. Nah. I'm gonna have to test this food, all right? I don't know how, but I'm gonna need to test it. Don't use that name with that face. Everybody can't just take the best nicknames, all right? You know, I think it also hurts because that was like, again, Uzume's family. Neptune has her name for Nepgear. Uzume had hers, or at least she did. But now it's no longer unique. Everybody and their mother's using it. Okay. I'm gonna hope Ram Ram be okay. There's no drugs in this food. Back in your hometown, I was in a club with a lot of your good friends. Oh. Oh yeah? Right. So, in case people aren't... Because it's been a while. Yes, I know exactly what Higurashi is from. The name kind of... Well, the name and the hair gives it away. Just know that in this game, with that color, I see orange heart first. So, that sounds nice. Especially with the eyes. So I got to thinking the vibe you all have reminds me of a school club. It's not that I don't... I mean, I get what you're referring to, but I also know why you're saying that. That's why I'm always trying to find reasons to hang out with you. Happy to hear you say that. We got a job to do. Like, it might seem like that, but you're much higher up on the totem pole. Hanging out with the Gearsy girls is always so much fun. I can't tell if someone really enjoyed Uzume's parts and they were told not to put her in here, and that's why they're doing this, or they wanted to write her out. Well, again, they can't. The megaphones makes that, like, there's no reason to put her megaphones in this if you were trying to write her out. Pludia's weapons weren't in there. Pishi's weapons weren't in there. I mean, they never been to the oh, not for long. Anyways, let's just move on. That being said, let's eat. Oh. Alright, I gotta be fair. Higurashi's done nothing but be sus, but it's always been something that's not worrying. So I'll try to remember that. Now, I don't know if I did anything worth, but I think this is my save file where, yeah, I accidentally clicked on the event. So,
how about this one? But that one looks good too. What to do?
You can talk even though you're not in the party? Well, let's actually bring you back now. I probably should be prepared for battle. Well, no, they always, if there's a battle, they'll let me know.
Going here?
But if we're going back to the Basilicom...
I can get some rest.
Sorry for calling you so suddenly. You have a plan on what to do next? I also think it's better that we do it fast. Do you have a location? Source of funding. You know, that's also something I just kind of sweep under the rug after so many other video game villains who, like Eggman especially, this man makes so many robots. It's like, how? Who funds you? But yeah, in this case, R4 would definitely need someone to foot the bill for making the phones. And we do have a lead on where she's getting her funding. Okay, IF does. Been aware of an area operating illegally for some time. They were never made a priority due to the other obvious problems. On the topic of R4's funding, illegal arenas or darknet auctions. Darknet auctions? I don't want to think about what that might... Yeah, I'm not going to give that any credit. All right. Oh, and you're fine now? Okay. Actually, this particular conversation, I don't know if we should have invited... I wouldn't have invited her to, especially after the state that she was in. And she just attacked them. I would have at least kept this to the main crew, and then if they felt the need to include her then. This just seems like it might be asking for trouble. Again, even though I want to trust her, I can't ignore the signs that I've seen. Has to be it has to be kept top secret, which means if you're here, you're officially included in the inner circle. And then there's that part. Well, undercover, Higurashi and Alice makes sense. Over someone like the Gold Third, they would probably be a lot more recognizable. But it bothers me when we have other characters and new characters seem to be doing the job of the old ones. The whole point of a series, for me, is to enjoy what it's been building up, you know? And constantly removing those layers underneath is like, well, why play the previous games? It sounds so cool. A cop show. I like that. It is, but I think they can, be excited about that for a second. Especially since they aren't the ones who are going to be doing the sneaking around. Okay, that's fair. An undercover detective too? No, I don't think that's possible. You all are too recognizable. Ace Detective Team? Team Rams. Right. Of course. Even the Ace Detective games, like, we aren't going to get into what happens in those. Yes, it would. Is that going to trigger Maho? Honestly, Gear Force? Wait, why does that sound familiar? Am I thinking of G-Force? Huh. Probably. But Gear Force would sound pretty cool. And you. Hang on. How do I pause again? I guess you can kind of tell. Yeah. Yeah, it is visible. I can't look at you the same. Like, there is no I'll mention that later, Henri. These all sound like lame gangs. That's because you have to take the nep off and just say Gear Force. No, I feel like there's something else, not G-Force. Gear change? Stream gear? I don't know. Something is I'm being reminded of something when I say that. They hardly sound like a team of ace undercover agents. Team Danger Zone. Name your team whatever you like. You're in charge. Nepgear, good luck. Nepgear, if there's one thing you think you should be able to do better than Neptune, it is sneak around. You know that. Speaking of, all right, I think it's time to.
Then you need my help? I'll try my hardest.
To re-equip. Although it doesn't look like we're going to be going there quite yet. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, Henri. It's like when you design a character, right? How you design a character, it shows part of their personality, right? I think the main 4 CPUs are, well, actually, looking at Vert, it seemed more conservative, but it's really not. Like, if I met somebody in real life who dressed like this, that would definitely, I think the impact is lessened by it being drawn. Actually, are we about to go in
Here?
Sky Floor? Okay.
Wanna check out some gun shops?
Let me see again. Well, it just doesn't, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't,
Stop staring at me.
maybe because it doesn't pop out as much. It seems kind of hidden. Huh. Wait, no, you're gonna say the line.
Exactly.
Nope, I'm getting out of there before that. Like, Noir seems worse, but again, I think maybe it's the ribbon. It just hides stuff, I guess. Because what I was originally going to say is that Vert's true nature almost seems hidden with this. I think in Cyber Dimension, it's much more out in the open. Let's just get back to Henri, I guess. It's like, there are 3 options you could go, right? The dress could be...
Hey, stop staring at me.
Solid. And let me navigate to where...
we?
Is it? There's an event there. Darn it all, still
I'll
no...
open it.
2 events here. Okay, well then to just finish up what I was saying.
Please don't stare at me.
Do we have... Oh! Wait, where's... Did something update? Oh, there's Neptune. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But, so, I guess to compare, like, Higurashi, for example, it is more apparent, it's more open. But this seems more risque, even though everything is covered. And the reason is because, probably because it's see-through. It's like, it's inviting you to try and determine,
We should make sure it's not rigged with a trap.
what's below, or yeah.
Leave
And
directions to me.
it's almost like you're asking for someone to look, because if you just had what was underneath out in the open, while it would look striking, sure, it doesn't feel so much like you're being enticed if it just seems like your natural fit. Hopefully I'm making sense. Maybe people, in fact, I might actually ask that for the whoa. Don't know what I would have asked on the episode. I actually found it. And I don't know what these events are about.
Where are we?
Let's start with, well, yeah, we'll keep the cannons for now. After all, it's kind of nice to have you all here. Dadgummit. Finally finished yesterday's stack of games, trying to get started on today's. What about your work? You don't have a single game you haven't already beaten? What about your work? I thought you were extremely busy. Well, you just can't take. They couldn't come up with another one for you. Now we doing Pluteus. Okay, yeah, because if you, okay, all right. Is that their goal? So they're thinking people forgot the old nicknames, so when Maho uses them, we'll be okay? No. That is Plutia specifically. Do you want to go to the game store with me? You do? Of a Battlefield event, and it looks like I'm going to be in the thick of it for a while. Maho's playing Grand Burn Saga. I've been working furiously to earn gotchas. Of course. Wait, that's a gotcha? I thought I knew the game it was referring to. But maybe not. Not if it's a gotcha. If I don't put in the work, I'm going to let down everyone in the guild. If I don't do enough to support them, they'll kick me out. She'll be fine. I won't drag you away from Grand Burn Saga since you're so busy. No worries. Why? She was just asking you to go to the store. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. Really? Wait. What do you mean back when? It's current time too. Wow. So it's now everybody just knows. What do the people in Leanbox think? It's like if you're outside of Leanbox, if you're being compared to the Leanbox CPU, it's now known as an insult. Forget you said anything? Okie dokie. Okay, I almost want to search, but I have multiple screens now, but it can still mess up with the recording. I could stop it, but even if I have it on my phone, I feel like I have to control myself with it. It's all over social media sites, plus okay, no, I'm looking it up after this. I assume they're making like a ton of money from it. As long as they keep their users, they'll just keep adding content. Yeah, if you got users, the game will... Actually, maybe I shouldn't look it up if it's a really popular gacha game. That's not a bad thing, is it? It just means the game is keeping up with the times. Social games have some benefits that traditional games don't. Isti is always says I should do my best. Actually, yes. Because there is a game, for some reason, there's a certain Sonic game which is called Sonic Forces, believe it or not. If you ask someone if Sonic Forces is made Sega a lot of money, the answer would be yes and no. Talking about well, actually, I don't know the stats on the actual game, but the mobile app, they have added so many characters. There's so many ads that you can do on there, but it keeps earning money. In fact, I think I heard a story about a woman who had her child spend a lot of money getting collectibles in Sonic Forces. I haven't spent a dime, a penny on Sonic Forces. Well, again, I played the game since it's been out, so eventually I get to the point where, in gacha games, you get to the point where even if you are free to play, you can still do a lot of the stuff. Still not to the point where the whales can, but point is, I actually need to look that story up. But yeah, it's made them a lot of money, and Neptune, and therefore should have learned from Maho's ways. It just comes down to the fact that Grand Burn Saga is fun, and fun games will dominate game industry. That's another thing. How long has Neptune known you? She's been gone for a while. Are y'all on nickname terms? But alright. While you're here, why don't you join your guild? You're broke. Oh, that's right. You get an allowance, don't you? Those who want to pay and those who don't can play for free. That's the beauty of social games. Uh-huh. You want to pay? So Eastwire, yeah, it's reaffirmed. Eastwire is in charge of their finances. Huh. So she's their finance. I was gonna say financer, but then I thought of financier. Oh! Oh no. Oh yeah, that's not happening. You lost. You officially lost. Yeah. Every word. It just spares you the trouble. You are shameless. I like an increase in my salary. What? I read that. Guess you really do miss every shot you don't take? No. No. That happiness is about to come crashing down. There's no way that Eastwire is going for that. Oh, wait. If you promise to work hard on your duties as a goddess, including studying. Studying? What's studying? I assume you've done all that work I sent you earlier today, yes? Yes. Yes. Eastwire had to do that. You look like a deflated balloon. Oh, don't worry. If things are how I think they're gonna go, you should be pretty busy yourself soon. Enjoy this time. I actually didn't think about that.
Was I too fast? I'll slow down, okay?
Yeah, we can't have CPU or a candidate just, relaxing at these times. Well, candidates have more room. And in all fairness, if Maho truly is innocent, then that means she would have to take up her sister's role, and that sucks. She does deserve some free time in that case. Now then, what the heck? I don't want to end my recording, but yeah, because I don't want to have to add this in editing later. I'll be back. Okay, so I looked. I did not find out what that thing was talking about. I was thinking it had to be Grand Blue Fantasy, which I was actually interested in playing, but I didn't see that they had a gacha
We're not
game.
there yet, you know.
Well, I didn't search for too long. Although when I search top gacha games, it appears, but then they just say action game. And I can't. The way they were describing
I'll
it,
slow down, okay?
it didn't sound like Grand Blue Fantasy. So also, I can't see them referencing an obscure game though. Maybe they are. Anyways, I need help. Does anybody know what they're talking about in the comments?
Please don't stare at me.
I have no shame in saying that. But weirdly enough, in my search, found out that the creator of
Please
Nier
don't stare.
Automata
It's impolite.
is making a Sega game on if Sega took over the world. What? What? I'm in the Planetune Basilicom. They literally had like a tower, a Sega tower. And if they took over the world, and it's supposed to be, if you know who the creator of Nier Automata is, you know his whole MO. You can imagine what type of characters you'll find in that game. Is that a sign? Especially, again, I found it in the Planetune Basilicom while I'm here. That sounds like you could really make that a plot here. Actually, yeah, well, that would be an interesting plot. No joke.
Please.
If they went to another dimension and Planetune was in charge,
Was I
I'd
too
play
fast?
that.
I'll slow down if you need me to.
just to see, what would be happening.
Looks like that door's closed.
Maybe it would be what was necessary to make the Dreamcast not be the last CPU.
Will this help my sister and the others?
Yeah, they could do some stuff with
I
that.
sure hope so.
Anyways,